It's perfect that I'm recording this story, art and story about Jumba on my son's birthday, the 12th of February today, which is my firstborn's birthday, and he's turning 9 years old, because this is a story about female founding and about bringing the full identity of who you are to your journey as an entrepreneur, including who you are as a parent, as a mother, and all that. So it's just perfect. So I met Kagure, founder of Jumba, when we were both selected for the Google Black Founders Fund it was 2023, right? And there was this instant connection. That feeling like I found my people, that energy. And we also discovered we are both ex-Busharians. Yes, I did it. I snuck in that hashtag I went to Alliance thing. I couldn't help myself. But honestly, our bond goes so much deeper than just shared backgrounds. I think it was mutual respect. Because let me tell you about Kagure and why Jumba isn't just another startup story. She's disrupting construction in Africa. Not tech, not e-commerce, construction. I mean, this is one of the most male-dominated, technology-resistant industries you can imagine. If I thought being a woman in IT was tough for women, man, construction is on another level entirely, for real. And she's not just there participating, She's bringing transparency through technology, standardizing prices, all these other amazing things I can't even begin to name, and making hardware stores and construction materials accessible to everyday consumers. And I don't even know, like I said, I've not been to our website. I might not be framing it perfectly. Please take the time to check out what Jumba is doing. It's really amazing. And this is in Africa, where cultural patriarchy runs deeper than standard gender bias. I can imagine how she walks onto construction sites and demands to be taken seriously amongst this space where women are not welcome. I mean, the audacity, the courage, the sheer boldness it takes to do that. And I have so much respect for her. But here's where this story becomes deeply personal for me. During one of our conversations, we were in London, that first week, we had this amazing opportunity to go to London when we first met, actually, during that Google Black Founders Fund program. We had a conversation where Kagure asked me about balancing motherhood and running a startup. My oldest son, the one who's turning 9 today, was born a month after I launched ZD. My entire startup entrepreneurship journey has been directly intertwined with motherhood. 2 boys, 1 startup, 0 separation. Yet I'd learned very early to keep these identities apart. It's like an unspoken thing, And I know many of you can relate to this. And especially in male-dominated spaces, speaking about my motherhood feels like liability. It feels awkward. It doesn't feel like a strength. And so I became very good at leaving that part of myself at the door in order to fit in. But when Kagure, someone I deeply admire, respect, this disruptor, this rebel of a woman who's doing so many amazing things, genuinely asked me, how do you do it? I realized something profound. I'd been hiding a quiet superpower. She wasn't judging me. She was celebrating me. She was looking at me as a person who saw an accomplishment when I'd only seen a compromise, when I'd only seen something that was a hidden weakness. And that conversation really inspired me. I started speaking more openly about my journey, not despite being a mother who's a founder, but because of it, and how it's actually been a part of my success. And so here's what Kagure and Jumba taught me. There's a cost to leaving parts of ourselves behind in order to succeed, and that cost is too high. We shouldn't have to dim parts of who we are to shine in business. To every founder who's parenting and trying to do it all, you're not doing too much. You're doing something remarkable, and this should not be something to be ashamed of.